Okay, this has to be caught. People have to hear this man's story. So here he is again. I just started talking to him when I shut the video off, and he's saying so many important things that this is what I'm trying to capture for the people of Winnipeg, Manitoba, our stories, because it's not just this man, it's myself. So can I ask what you did for a living, sir?
I was doing roofing.
He was doing roofing, and for how long?
I did that for 16 years.
So he was a roofer for 16 years. He's on disability, his knees are busted, his ankles are busted, his back is broken. And how much do you live on now, sir, a month?
I live on disability gives me $6.95.
So now he's got to live on $6.95 for disability. Do you got to pay your rent out of that, or that's what you're costing?
They pay for me.
So his rent is paid direct.
$2.85.
Okay, and so you're living on $6.95. So when you get your pension, that will be about how much do you think?
Well, probably about $700 for rent.
So about probably 700, he's
I
saying.
got to pay that out of my
So
pension.
how do you think your future? Can you talk about a little bit about your future and what you're talking about to me?
It doesn't look very good because I have to pay for my pills.
So he has to pay for his medication out of that.
Another $300 a month.
Okay, so out of that $6.95 he gets,
So I'm going to be pretty poor.
300 of it, he says, goes for medication. You can go on, sir.
Yeah.
And what do you think about life now in your future?
Well, it looks pretty grim.
Looks pretty grim.
Yeah.
And you've worked your whole life, and now you're on
Yeah.
disability, and this is what the government has done to this gentleman. Is there anything else you'd like to say about yourself and your life, sir?
Well, I wish it was a lot different circumstances, but that's the way it happened.
And when you're a young man, how was your life? Were you always lived in Winnipeg?
Yeah, I lived here most of my life.
Most of your life, sir? And how about the earliest you can remember? What were the streets like as the youngest you can remember?
Well, they were good when back in the old days.
Back in the old days, meaning the 80s and 90s, sir?
Yeah, the 80s and
The 70s, where it was all about peace and love, sir. Right? Where you can leave your car door open
Oh, yeah.
and leave your window open at nighttime
Oh,
to get
yeah.
our beautiful fresh air at night, correct, sir?
70s. Right.
And now what do you got to do? You got to put bars on your windows, correct, sir? And you got to have a dog outside to protect your
You gotta watch
possessions.
yourself.
See what he say? You got to watch yourself. Why is that, sir?
Well, 'cause you don't know who's going to rob you.
Exactly, sir.
You can't go around at night because there's too many dangerous people.
Would you come down here, say, at 12 midnight by yourself?
No, I would never do that.
Would you come down here at 11 p.m. at night by
No,
yourself?
I would never do that.
Would you come down here at 10 o'clock
If I had to.
if you had to, but you wouldn't pass 10 o'clock,
No.
say? See, so he can't even enjoy a midnight walk because he's scared of
The homeless people.
the homeless people. And would you say some of the homeless people do drugs?
Oh, yeah.
Do they do meth?
Yeah.
Do they do crack cocaine?
Yeah.
Do they do heroin?
Yeah.
Do they drink?
Yeah.
So that would be a number one problem in the city here.
Oh, yeah. They do.
And do you think the government cares about them?
No, I don't think so, no.
I don't think so either, sir. You know what? I wish I could sit here for an hour and talk to you, sir. This will be on YouTube because the people of Winnipeg, Manitoba need to see more people like you that care. And this is another example how the government is treating one of our elderly people. It really has been a pleasure, sir. Peace and love to you, man. And I seriously mean that. We need to bring back peace and love like it was back in the 70s, sir, right? When we were young and running wild. But it wasn't all about violence and anger. It was about peace and love.
We work for them.
We worked for a living. That's correct, sir. We worked all our lives. And now what do we get in return? $356 a month because I'm on welfare myself. Me. Check me out. I'm a 45-year journeyman painter. And he was a 15-year-old roofer. Now I'm on EIA living on housing. And I get $356 a month for a month. Yeah? Very good. Very nice. See that? Look at that, gentleman. True love right there. Peace and love, people.